you're getting me on a super special hair day today. I want to talk about why in your business. So right now, there might be a part of you that's wavering or that's slowing down the roll of your online business build out. So what we've been working on thus far, just for a backtrack look back, is there's been an introduction to the idea that there is a part or piece of your business that you are able to onboard into the online arena to serve your clients when they are not in front of you. And as we have created this expertise for you in this online space, we've also discussed what it would feel like to create what we call a mini experience or a mini course. And in that mini course, it's really offering 3 different module styles with a how-to video in each module, a PDF or an active sort of Word document that they have to answer for themselves and participate in as sort of their call to action for themselves. And then a bonus item, whether it be a meditation or a movement or some other variation that's going to, again, uplift their spirit, inspire them in, and continue to move through the process of knowing you. All of this has also had one major, massive component that makes it so that you always get paid for your expertise, and that is the call to action. So with these mini experiences, in every video that we make, in everything that we offer, we're offering a call to action. And that call to action is how they can pay you, how they can work with you, and what more you might have to offer them. After we discussed what it was like to create these mini experiences, we moved into the actual creationism of them. So many of you have gotten videos and content, and you were in full preparation of your mini experience. So now what you have is content, bite-sized pieces of content that can be purposed and sold to your existing client base. Some of you have even started doing live Instagram or live Facebook or live Zoom calls with all of your people and started to collect emails and are doing live calls to action every single day so that you can start selling those one-to-ones right away. This is what we call the sales funnel. So now that you've got a mini experience that's begun, if you're doing the live portion and you're calling them to create or book time with you, or you might be calling them into this online course, or you might be calling them into something else, that is your sales funnel now. This past week, we talked about sort of the email template and format for creating resonance with your existing clientele so that they know that they have no way to say no to your offer, but rather what it's going to feel like and be like to be in your offer, right? So we've got all these pieces of the puzzle that are coming together. But here's what happens. Somewhere around sales funnel, the energy started to drop and drip. And we all have these moments where we get really excited, we feel resonant with the thing that we're going to do, and then our energy starts to drain. And I want to talk about that part today because this is where we build in motivation. Motivation for why you're doing this, why it matters for you to have this online component. Because you might think that it matters today, but it's not going to matter later. And let me explain to you why this matters. As you're watching this now, you might be in a time of corona. But if you're watching this after the quarantine has been lifted, you are still in the aftermath of this great big awakening and experience. And what we've learned in this time, is that while we all took a break from each other, while we were all separated from our hands-on practitioners, our acupuncturists, our chiropractors, our naturopathic doctors, our stretch therapists, our yoga instructions, our gym peeps, our hairdressers, our estheticians, our Did I mention acupuncturists already? I do believe I did. But all of our hands-on entrepreneurs, all the people who see us in human, all the people who touch literally, physically our lives, as we've been apart from them, as we've been apart from our clients, we can see clearly what's happened. They've taken scissors to their own hair. Box colors have come out of the grocery store and been placed on people's looks. People are back to popping zits instead of figuring out how to do proper extractions because they can't book with their esthetician. People only have 2 lashes left of their eyelashes. Autoimmunes are coming out of remission and starting to flare because of stress, not being able to see the practitioners that take care of them, such as their acupuncturists, their chiropractors, and their naturopathic doctors. People are starting to come into pain that they haven't experienced in a really long time because they don't have their stretch therapists, yoga instructors, gym memberships, and they're not able to see the chiropractor and their massage therapist. So when the pain rages, what happens? Pharmaceuticals, painkillers, right? So what we're seeing is this dissolve of all of the self-care that had been created when we were able to be with them. And without us creating a gap, a bridge to help them through the gaps, this is what happens every week to them in between appointments anyway. But now we're seeing it in a 4 to 6 week time period, what happens when they're not with us. We're seeing what happens when they're not with us. And so that we're clear, we're also seeing what happens to our bank accounts when they're not with us. So it's a both and. We're allowed to need, want, and desire financial abundance and reward for our time. That's completely allowed. No one here needs to be a martyr about that. But how do we get paid in gap time? How do we serve in gap time? We create an online avenue of business and sales. So if you are somebody who offers products, say supplements, shampoos and conditioners, something of that nature, then all you have to do is create a modality with which you are teaching them how to apply these supplements or apply these products. So if you're in skincare, teach me how to do a home facial. Teach me how to appropriately massage my face and do mini extractions. Help me figure out how to get the 3 eyelashes off of my face so I don't look like a crazy person. If you're an acupuncturist, you're teaching them acupressure points. If you're a massage therapist, you're helping to relieve and release the pain in their shoulders and in their guts and in their ass where they're holding all the energy. If you are a chiropractor, you can still teach them not how to crack their body, but you can teach them as well muscles that are holding things in different places and how to perhaps release that. So whatever modality you are working in, you can give them something, sell them something that is going to help relieve their pain. Now, it's unlikely we'll ever be apart from them for this long again. But let's say they're on vacation, or let's say they're moving across country and they don't have us anymore. Or let's say it's a week between appointments and they have acute pain or an acute problem. What can we give them? What in your expertise can you offer them that is going to guide them and give them comfort in between appointments? What this does for us, it's doing a lot for them, we know this, but what is it doing for us, you might be asking? The more we give them in this capacity or sell them in this capacity, the deeper we get to travel with them in the next experience. Because if they have some of the self-development that goes with what we do anyway, if we offer them some of the mindset pieces that can serve them between appointments, If we can give them the tools and utensils, such as support in supplements or support in products that will help them achieve and bridge the gap between appointments, it means that they're only going to look, feel, and do better. And we are going to go deeper with them. The conversation's going to change. The experience with them is going to change. They are not victims, they are empowered. They are now going to want to buy more, share more, and bring their friends in more. It's going to build and compound your business. You are going to be able to create a very clear passive income so that there will never be a day of feeling broke again. But what's more in this is that should you change your mind about what you want to be when you grow up, you are going to have a baseline income that you can rely on as you decide to change. If you're burnt out, or you get sick, or you want to take a fucking vacation, it's now paid for because you've created a baseline income. So by creating an online avenue of business wherein you can put up weekly videos or weekly how-tos, you can do them for free or you can do them for money. You can sell them beautiful hairstyles. I mean, everybody wants to learn how to do this, right? Teach them how to create amazing hairstyles for their Instagram posts, or teach them how to massage their future boyfriends and girlfriends so that they can win over this person in a new way. What avenues of your expertise can you grow into in this? Like we've been building on a microscopic sort of experience here, but the picture can keep growing and getting bigger. Your breadth of expertise can keep going out, and you can keep finding new ways to support your client base. But the why it matters. The why it matters. Why does it matter to create this? Because one day we'll be with them again, yes. But your clients need you every day. And if you create a relationship of support with them and for them on and off their field with you, the more you are going to create a relationship that is deeper and more impactful in them. You are going to be able to serve them on the in-betweens in a way that no one else is doing. And it is going to differentiate your product from everybody else. It'll differentiate your service from everybody else. I want you to consider, if you're slowing down, if the motivation is waning here, I want you to consider what more you feel your clients need to go back into the space of their suffering, their problems, and consider them so that you energetically rise and step up to meet and to serve the people who will effectively continue to pay you and the people who will effectively be changed and inspired because of you. All right, you guys, lots of love. Peace.